Okay. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Fine, I hope. Okay, let me see. I think I got it okay with the volume. Got some music on here. Oh, let me put the link. Drop the link just in case. It is late. It's 12 o'clock. It's late. Oh. But I want to color at least for an hour or do a science experiment also. Because I was talking about this salt on the watercolors and I was doing it, but I didn't really get why are people putting salt on the watercolor pages. I think it's supposed to be creating the granulated texture like the Kuritakis. But I wonder if it works on regular watercolors. I don't know. So I'm gonna talk about that, and I got my little 3-in-1 media book I got from Five and Below. It's got three different types of papers in here. It's got some sketchbook papers, and then it has some um, regular medium papers. Hey, Taylor May. Hey, Boo. And then it's got some watercolor papers. So I just use this for my little sketch thing. And whenever I feel like I want to sample stuff, it's nothing big. Taylor May, you remember this right here? Spraying that stuff. So, Taylor May, have you done the salt thing? I'm just trying to do the salt thing. I was trying to do some calligraphy. Anyway, so this is a little $5, y'all, and you can do whatever you want to. And it's thick paper. I only bought one because after I finish using this up, however I want to use it, I'll just toss it. I know it is dry. Did you see the dance competition? Okay. Okay, next we girl, I was over there, I was like, oh my goodness. I couldn't even fall asleep with it because it was all of it was so freaking boring. Hi, coloring with Lori. How you doing? Ooh, girl, I'm supposed to be doing some color, finishing up some whips. Look at me, I got another project going on over here. Coloring Miss Lori, do you know about? Because I was listening to Miss Dee Dee Willingham a couple of days ago, and she was talking about, hey, Amy, hey, girl, hey. She was talking about how some people have done this challenge where they have a book and I don't even know what level of book because I came in on the back end of Miss Didi talking about it, and I was like, "Ooh, that sounds like something I want to do." So because I just heard a little bit, I'm going to create it however I feel like. And Miss Didi said, if any of y'all want to do it, go ahead and do it. So basically, you get a book or any book, and you just pick a color, and you go through the whole book and put the color down on whatever page it is, just that one color, okay? And you do the whole book. Then after you finish that book, I mean that color, then you go to another color and you open it up and you put every page that you feel like that color needs to be on, you do it. Now, I was thinking when I heard it that it was just like one pencil all throughout the book. Now, I don't know if that's what she meant, but I was thinking about, like I could pick, like, I think I'm going to start mine with green. So, any of my stuff that I have that's green, pencils, paint, watercolor, whatever, and anything I see in the book, I'll just do it real quickly. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time doing green, but I'm gonna keep it moving. I thought it'd be kind of interesting. Now, I did pick one of the thin books by Miss Hannah Carlson. This one is City Among the Stars. It's a cute book. It's not really what everybody was thinking it was going to be, especially Kim. She didn't particularly care for it. This was the only page I did something in. I didn't even know where I was going with it, but I did it when I got it a while ago. So the pages are, hold on. Let me lift this up. I feel like I just gotta lift stuff up. Okay, so it's traditional Hannah Carlson stuff. Now this looks like Johanna Basford. Now I'm gonna tell you, I did see some copycats. This looks like Johanna Basford. Okay, her Floating Islands, but Johanna got that from somewhere too. Now I flipped this book before, but yeah, so she's got really nice things in here, which I like. But I did see some similarities with her. Here you got unicorns. You like unicorns? There's a bunch of unicorns running through here. I'm just gonna flip it real quick. That's giving me some Teresa Goodrich vibe. I'm just saying. I do like this little sassy page. Yeah. This is like, I think she must have did this between she was doing those kitty books, because these drawings are very simple, more simple than what she normally draws. Like that looks like that could have been in one of her kitty books. So I think this book was, and that's why a lot of people didn't like this book, because the drawings were very simple, and but not simple that simple, because it's still Hannah. Y'all need to put some respect on Miss Hannah Carlson's name, but they are more simple. Like this, hold on. I swear this whole thing right here is in her one of her new books. Hold on, y'all. Let me just see. Oh, hold on. I think it's in one of these. I think it's in this one, The Whole Ideal, because I colored it. Yeah, to me, this reminds me of this. Or is it another page? I don't know. It does remind me of that. Hold on. It might be another page. But anyway, you see the similarity, the simpleness. And it's, I guess, because it's big. So anyway, I think she did this book before she did her little kitty books. But book is cute. I'm not knocking it. But Kim immediately realized it was something not right with this book with her. Now this is detailed, very detailed. But y'all know I love me some Miss Hannah Carlson. She could do no wrong, so I don't, it is what it is. So, and this is one of her thin books. That's a rainbow. If anybody does have this book, they want to enter Miss Ivy Pearls. And that's funny to hold on. Let me look at the rainbow that I did color in this book a little bit. I just feel like, you know how simple it is? It's like, was she practicing? See, I'm a crime buster. I bust crimes, and not crimes, but situations. Yeah, okay. Coloring with Miss Lori says Dee Dee been doing that for years. She does it in something at night. Usually uses super tips. See, I knew it. Okay. Well, she talked about it in one of her last videos, and that's what I want to do, and I'm gonna do it with this book. But also, while I was noting this is what, because these little kitty books, the space, and then the other one, I got it up there. I don't feel like reading it. So when she did this book, I was like, even Kim was like, "What is wrong with her?" And I was like, "Kim, the lady that has some issues." But Kim was like, "No, something ain't right." So I think I busted the situation. She was preparing for this, because this book is almost the same size as these thin books that she. I'm not gonna fuss at her too much, because I do like me some Miss Hannah, but girl, I see you, girl. That's the same. That's the same, girl. But anyway, all these things kind of looking the same now. This is the same butterfly that she did in the other books, but she didn't do it as detailed. Well, you know what? I'm not mad, because if you got something going on that's good and people are buying it and you become a millionaire, girl, I would still do the same thing also. I sure would. This is in, hold on, y'all. No, I'm not going to do it, but this is in one of her other books. But if it's your artwork, you can change it up. Okay, you can change it up. But I swear this is in one of them books that I colored, like exactly like a car floating up. Anyway, we're not gonna talk about it, because we love, well, I love Miss Hannah. I do. So yeah, so she does it with super tips. See, I know she was telling the whole story about how she did it, and I said I'm going to do that. I even typed in her chat. I said, Miss Dee Dee, I be copycatting off of her, because Miss Dee Dee is one of my sheroes. So if she doing it, I'm going to do it too. Yeah, you just got all excited. Oh, and Miss Lori is in bed. I know it is late. So I picked this book because this was the only page I colored in this whole book. And see, I got one color at a time. I don't even know if y'all can see that because, yeah, one color at a time. I had written Miss Dee Dee's name there, but it didn't look nice how I wrote it. I'm trying to get into calligraphy. I'm actually in it, but I just don't do it on here. So this was the only page that I did on here. I have no idea where I was going with it and what I was doing, but so the whole book is a naked book. It's naked. So I will be doing this one at her one color at a time. You said she do this book in bed. I can't color in bed. I can't, but I'm gonna make it a point to figure out how to get this in here. So this is the book that I chose to do because it's one of the only books that I really like that I just did one page. I do have some books where I've never colored in, but when I try to give books away, I try to make them those pages. I mean those books, but it is what it is. So and then I added some more stuff to that box of stuff that I was going to donate a giveaway or you do a raffle, but I found a charity that I'm giving it to, and then I added two more products. Let me show you these two products that I don't like, and I'm not giving away because I don't like it, but oh, well, not two more. Okay, so I had shown this one. It's still brand new. Somebody can use this, but anyway, I found a charity and I'll talk about it. That I'm just gonna fill it up, and then I got these things. I don't like these, but it just might just be me. And this is a name brand, a Zella or whatever. They're paint pens, and they're the glitter paint. I can't use these. My arthritis and everything, it just don't work. So instead of me trying to figure out how to work them, I'm just gonna put them in that box. So I got a whole bunch of goodies. So I'm gonna go through actually my books again to make sure that I don't have anything in there that I know that I'm not gonna color in. I did go ahead and put another set of those Mondo Llamas crayons or whatever. But the thing that I don't feel bad about like donating them to because they're all practically new and they're all clean and they're new, and so some people can work with things, especially when they're dealing in situations than others. So who am I to deny somebody? They might just need, somebody might be in a situation that might need their kids to be quiet for a little bit while they're doing something, and then the social worker pulls up a drawer and has some stuff in there like that. I can't deny, I mean, I feel like at least I feel like I'm giving it to something that may be used. I don't know. When you give, you just give. You don't even worry about what's going to be used with it. So I'm going to skim through my books some more and skim through my art supplies. And I'm no child. I'm gonna tell you, I don't like mailing stuff. And I get stuff on sale so much, it's not worth mailing it. Like I get it at such a good discount price. Anyway, I don't have to justify what I'm doing with my products, but I'm gonna get a big old tote. I'm gonna use a tote, and I'm gonna just fill it up with some more stuff. And I already found an agency that I'm just gonna get it to. Now, of course, they're gonna give me a tax write-off form, and I'll take that. I'll fairly estimate what it is, but art supplies and stuff like that, it is nothing. I'll just probably put like $20 or something, and it'll be just a big old tote full of stuff. Just because that's it. Y'all know I'm like an accountant, so yeah. Anyway, it is what it is, and don't y'all worry about it. So I'm just putting that out here so that y'all won't be like, oh, she said she was going to do that. Most of the stuff I tried it and I didn't like it. Um, and that's it. I'm on a different path with art supplies and things. So let's try. I got some salt, y'all. Let's try. Let's see what we can do with this salt on the paper. Miss Lori and Amy, have y'all put salt in paper? Don't even worry about it. I'm gonna be off of here in a minute, y'all. Hold on, let me get a piece of watercolor paper. That was my sprays and stuff. Let me find, okay, a blank piece of paper. Okay, so, and I'm gonna do this and I'm going to bed. I am. So I'm going to use these paints that I have, and these are some Japanese watercolor paints. And I bought this little container, and I put them in here. And look how I put them in here. And this is a watertight container. I did these. Now I did do a whole bunch of other sets, and I didn't do them as well, but I pride myself on this one. And it's still moist. It sure is. These watertight containers are good. And it's got this little thing here, so when I put it back on here, I make sure I put the same colors there. And yeah, that's a good kind of mess. You got to get in there and clean it if you want to. You can do what you want to with yours. Let me show you the Japanese watercolors that is from this. It's these authentic Chinese watercolors. These are the Yashutumu. Yashutumu. I have some other watercolors by them. I've got a Yashutumu brush. Uh-oh, that fell. A Yashutumu Japanese watercolor brush. I've had this one for a minute. I think I actually bought both of these together. And then, yeah, and these are tubes. A lot of people like theirs already in palettes, but I do like to try both because I do like trying to make my colors. So yeah, so I did put just the colors in here straight out, and then you can of course, uh-oh, you can of course mix them and blend them and make them all kind of colors. But we just want to see what kind of science experiment we're gonna come up with the salt. I like salt. I did it when I did some when I did okay, I'm gonna use some child. I got this little container from the Dollar Tree. I do not suggest you putting your water in here because this container lid, and this I did use some yellow in here. This container lid is not secure, and this will fall over and the water will spill out. This is not a travel unit. You travel with it, make sure you is empty, and then when you get where you're going, you take a bottle or something to fill it up with. But I do like it because it's got a little circular little well there, so you can just kind of like, dip your thing and like let it and drag it up here and let it. Now I've probably got this filled a little bit too much. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Yeah, and then you can drag it up there. And then this also has a little thing here. And it's got a little cute thing where you can just put the brushes there to dry. Now, don't put it over your puzzles. Now, this puzzle right here is going to be trash. I'm going to get rid of this one. I put it together, but I didn't mean for it to be used forever. It's just a background thing. So it's time for me to move on to some more. So yeah, so this is $1.25 at the Dollar Tree. Get it if you want to, but I suggest just using some mason jars or some old spaghetti jars or something like that. You don't have to buy stuff all the time. I don't know why everybody be like, oh, I got to buy me this $30 water palette. I got them. I got them, but girl, I'd rather use stuff I was going through my recycle bin. I sure do. Now, where's my spray bottle at? I'm not even going to say who came over here and took it. Because I have another one. I have this one. I use this one a lot. This came with some pencils. Now I have no idea. I must have used some water that was not fresh. I do that because I don't feel like getting up sometimes when I'm not doing stuff. Here's an old something. And I just like to wet it a little bit. And also wet the page. Oh yeah, we're gonna wet the page too. I like to wet it a little bit. And then sometimes I use a dropper. You just wet the page. It's called wet on wet. When you wet the page and you put watercolor on there, it's called wet on wet. Okay. I think you can use pencils wet on wet since I like a lot of y'all like pencils. I don't know if you can do it with the crayons too, the Karen Dash thingies. Yeah, this is nice and wet. It's all dripping. I'm sorry, this water was not fresh water, y'all. Don't judge me. And this is watercolor paper. So I actually, let me stop talking. So I'm just gonna put some colors down. Let me just do this because this water pooling is, so I probably put too much. It's a science experiment night. Okay, Saturday night is science experiments. So let's put yellow. Yes. Y'all know, hold on. I gotta hold this up in my hand. I have to hold it. And this brush fits really nicely in this well. Okay, so y'all know I just had to put yellow there just because. Now let me put a blue or a green because I want to put some salt on here. I do. Let's pick this blue. This brush is perfect for that little container. It is. So, okay, so where's my salt at? Where them fans at? So I don't know if I'm letting it dry before or whatever. It's supposed to be wet. But hold on, let's see what it's gonna do. Uh-oh. I can see something with the blue already. Hold on. Hold on. We're just gonna put that there. Now I'm just gonna put a couple more colors because I want it to be. I want to see why everybody's doing this salt. Let me make sure this is. Oh, that's the blue, girl. You knew that was blue already. But hold on, let's just try this too. Let's put some salt on this because I might have put too much color there. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Oh, I can see it. I think I can see it. Okay. Child, I don't know if you feel like I'm cooking. Hold on. I have a couple of water jugs over here. Okay, let's try another color. I don't know how to do this, y'all. Can y'all tell when I don't know how to do something, I say I don't know how to do it. I sure do. Okay. It's kind of bleeding and running around. I like that. Oh, look. Look. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me put some salt on it. I don't know how to do this. Well, what do y'all that know how to do this do it for me? Because I don't know what I'm doing. And are you supposed to rub it off after it is dry? Girl, I don't know. Hold on. I don't know what I'm doing. It's called a science experiment, and I'm trying to get some more background situations going. So like you can just wet your page and move it around? Is that what's going on? Look at that. That'll make a nice little background. It's just moving and swirling around. Oh no, I gotta clean this brush off. I don't know what I'm doing. Take my ass to bed. You never know what you're gonna get over here. Okay. You just don't. Oh, but look at it. I don't even know. Are you supposed to dry it and let it roll off? So I don't understand this whole concept. Okay, that's still uh, that's dry. I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Like, View, just stop it. You're just killing me, View. With what you doing. Child, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm making stuff up. It's called a science experiment, y'all. I see y'all typing in the chat. Hold on, y'all. I gotta do this and then I'm gonna look at the chat. Okay. Let me see. Put some more salt. Okay, I'm gonna read in the chat. Somebody gonna tell me exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, do you wait for it to dry and then sprinkle the salt out, and the salt's supposed to help it be the color that it's supposed to be? I don't know. It's like making it look like it got the measles. I know that. Look like I got the measles. Color with Lori says, I don't even know what you're trying to do alone. Alone how to tell you how. Hey, Ronnie Q, how you doing? And look, I gotta put these on. Ooh, y'all so messy. Hi, Miss Ronnie Q, how you doing? Yeah, we over here doing science experiments. People was falling asleep at work. Y'all was waiting for people to go live. It was a boring day today. And Bubbles, I was thinking about you. I said I'm gonna go live for Bubbles, but girl, I had stuff to do. I did have some day laborers that's supposed to come over here, and they didn't. So I had to end up cutting the front part of the lawn myself, girl. I'm still not finished. I was doing manual labor. It is fun to watch. She said, I'm just here not sure what's going on, but the science experiments are fun to watch. Nobody knows what I'm trying to do. Okay. Oh, Miss Ronnie Q. I don't know if you're free or not, but just let me know because I just watched. Right. Thank you, Miss Amy. I just watched the whole dance competition, but I'm just going to be at home. I know this is my coloring channel, but some of the coloring people go over there with that fool la la. Oh my goodness. I want to talk about it, but y'all know I'm trying to be all dignified and ladylike over here, but it's hard sometimes. It is. When I see the fool la la, girl, oh, it was a lot. It was a lot. But yeah, so you see how it's running down because it's wet on wet. So I guess you can like make it kind of like for a background. You just drizzle water. I don't even know, but I guess you have to have a juicy brush. This brush is juicy. It sure is juicy. But I think it definitely has to be paper that will handle all of this extra stuff. I think this one might be purple. I'm not sure. And this is a palette that I did put together. It's one of those waterproof, not waterproof, airtight palettes. So I'm hanging it down to the side so it can drip down. So this will be on the background coming soon. Some background. I don't even know. Oh, look how that ran. And see, this is really what people want from watercolors. Watercolors are not meant to be colored flat on a, but that's a coloring book page. No, watercolors are meant, they're called watercolors for a reason. Hello. Okay. So you see how they are, and then when you do them, I mean, you can do what you want to do, y'all. Let me stop being all bossy. But watercolors have the versatility of, doing whatever you want. And because they are watercolors, I have no idea why they said the salt. And y'all, I do not know what I'm doing. I'm just, hold on, let me put some water on here. I'm not even doing it right. But you're supposed to use like a wet paper, and hold on, is it gonna drip for me? Yeah, here's gonna drip. Let me shake it to make it drip. Well, it didn't act like it wanted to drip. Yeah, and it blend. Do y'all see how it's moving? That's the beauty of watercolors. Uh-huh. And once I learn how to master that well, then I'll be able to really talk my she's. I can't talk my she's now. But look how it's running. Girl, it's doing a lot. That's what watercolors do. Yes. Uh-oh, hold on. What? You missed another dance competition. See? See, Miss Ronnie Q? My folks over here, Ronnie Q, my folks over here keep abreast of the Fula La. Cause they be wondering, where is View at? And y'all see where I'm at. Hold on, let me take this paper out this book so I can be messy. Yes, and Miss Q, the people's over here that I enjoy because they deal with me. They know where it's sector, whatever area. I think the whole thing is dumb, but yeah. So they watch me. So yeah. So she said, she said, Miss Bubbles, she's so sweet and innocent. I missed another dance competition. They are funny, but definitely check this one out and go. You got to check it out on some lady named Miss TMO. But if you type in Miss Intel, which is where the other ones were, you'll be up on there. Oh, I'll try to put it in the link. Baby, this thing started off as ratchet as fuck. I know I had you laughing. This one's gonna have you laughing even more. What Miss Ronnie Q say? I was praying when that bodysuit unsnapped and the crotch was riding on that small waist. There would not be dirty woman stains on that. I did too. But no, Miss Ronnie Q, you know who I was hoping that didn't have dirty lady stains? Was the lady that's the stripper. They had, but she should know how to take care of herself so it won't do that. When she angled her body up in there, it looked like I was a gynecologist, and you could see all straight up in there. From her ass bent up, I could see what she had on the top of her head. I was like, and I said, please don't let her have a stain. Please don't let her have a stain. She ain't had no stain, but she's a professional. But when Uppity came up on there with them damn coochie cutter shorts with the zipper not quite zipped up, I feel like I want to draw it. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. I don't know, child. The spirit of evilness. Hold on. Let me blow my nose, and then I'm gonna see if I can draw visually. Cause y'all know you can't put anybody's videos up anymore because they'll flag your ass. Okay. Hold on. Let me take care of my nose real quick, and then I'm gonna find something to see if I can demonstrate it. Okay. Okay. So I'm just gonna, but you know what? When you can you see the beauty in this is called abstract art, y'all. I'm gonna say it's called abstract art. Let me dry it real quick. I'm gonna do this. Y'all see it moving? It's not moving now, but anyway, these colors are beautiful. They are, and they're very. It's a very good quality paint. It's this is like I said. It is. I got it at an art store. Plaza Art Studios. You can get it from Blix and all those. I guess you can buy it at Michael's. I don't. I mean, no, you can't get this at Michael's. Well, you might be able to. I don't know. Probably Amazon. Authentic Chinese watercolors and Ya Shu Tumu. That's what the brand is. So let me see if I can get a visual. So the first person I saw, was damn Honest Row, and let me see. So Honest Row came in. Oh my goodness, let me see. Honest Row came in with a headband and he had some afro hair. Now this is very abstract. Then he had his head here. And he had these glasses. Okay. And then he had this little square body thing. Some kind of t-shirt. No, okay, whatever. and and then he had some old fucked up shorts. And then he had his little legs. And he didn't have any shoes on. Okay. Child, this is just really quickly, y'all, just so I can get through that. And then his little arms was always up in the air like this. You know, like cheerleader arms and stuff. And then let's put this one down here. Like he was doing some kind of thing. So that's Honest Row. Okay. So, oh, you sent me a visual. Wait a minute. Oh, I did say dirty lady. Probably Q said she sent me a visual. You didn't want a rump turn up like that. I already saw that, Miss Ronnie Q. Okay, and I'm gonna do the rump. Okay, let's Miss Ronnie Q. Okay, no, we're gonna go in order. We're gonna stay in order. And then the next person I saw was Uppity. Let me do her down here. And I basically saw kind of like this, and then I saw a whole bunch of hold on. I saw a whole bunch of this. Okay. Then I saw, well, let me draw some more chins. I saw at least two chins. And then I saw, what did I see? I saw this. And then, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to remember what I saw. I'm gonna put her hands like down here. We don't really care about her hands. But then her other hand was up here. She did the row hand too. And so I saw her hand, and then I saw the body. It's going like this. And then she has some jeans on, but the jeans, the zipper part right there was like that. So that's what I saw. This is my visual, y'all. My commentary. Okay. And she had something going like that. And then what she have here? She had a beanie eyes. And then she had this. And then she had a gap. So, you know, that's what we saw. That's what I saw. And then she had a whole bunch of this. Okay. So we got Honest Row. Okay. And then we got Uppity. That's what I had seen. Right. I see. I'm trying to do it in black and white. Miss Q. See, Miss Q gonna try to dig. You know what, Miss Q? I may come over there. I'm a sketch artist. No, hey Amy, I'm a sketch artist. This the Diddy trial. Okay, so we got Row, and then we got Uppity, and then Row came on again, and then Uppity came on again. Then who was the next person that came on? I know I saw, I think it's the 88 lady, and then it was Trish, and then it was James. Okay. So then the 88 lady came in here, and I'm going to tell you what I saw with the 88 lady. Okay. I didn't see the bottom of her feet, but I saw this. I ain't gonna be able to put her head, but we're just gonna put her hair. I saw that. That's what I saw. Did y'all see that? Right. 88. Trish. Okay, 88. Okay, now I gotta do Trish. And then I do James. Okay, all right, Miss Veronica. Thank you, baby. So that's the 88 lady. Actually, her butt is perfect shape. It sure is. I'm so hating on her perfect shape ass. Okay, that's one thing about that lady right there. That ass right there. I'm when I say I want that ass, I don't want her ass. I'm just saying I want my ass to be shaped like that. Now, mind you, my ass is shaped. Can I put me up in here? My ass is shaped like this. This is me. That's my ass. So this is that's what I want. That's probably not a good visual, but don't worry about it. Let me put a little bikini on here in the top. Well, I got boobs, y'all, but my ass is like that. Okay, I want an ass like that. Now, did she do surgery? Okay, so now we're gonna do Trish. Trish. Oh Lord. Oh Trish. Okay, so Trish came. I'm gonna have to do her kind of angle, kind of, cause she was a wide body one. We're gonna have this whole turban kind of thing going on that she had. She had a turban on, okay, and then she had her little face. She got okay bone structure. She just looked crazy as fuck, to do that and yeah, whatever. And so then she got some chins too, but we ain't gonna do too much with her chins. She came in with this kind of kimono looking white t-shirt outfit. It looked kind of like this. Like it was like short, but then it was like that. But then we had the body fat coming in, and then the bottom of that, and then see, I ain't gonna even do her whole leg because we couldn't see her whole leg. And then this is what we saw with her. This is what we saw with Trish. I don't know what she had as a design. And then her little arms. She did the little power arms there. So this is Trish. That's what we got with Trish. Trish and this, yes. Oh Lord. Is James next? Oh my goodness. Oh, James. Now, I'm not going to draw James from the neck up. I'm going to draw James from the angle that he does. He does this when he does his dancing. He does this because he has on a jacket. He has on a jacket. And the proportions are not right, y'all. But what he does, I don't even know if y'all notice. He does kind of like this. You know? I don't know what it's about, but he does that because he's doing like a dance thing. So then, like, he can move, like, he can do like the MC Hammer going this way and that way. And it's not bad because it is a pose. It's an actual dance. It's like a shuffle or something like that. And I don't know what else was going on up here. So we not work because y'all know I like James. So we ain't gonna give James too much. We're just gonna give his little shit, his MC Hammer too legit to quit kind of pose. Okay. Yeah, because who doing the Diddy trial sketches, right? Somebody need to show them at the door. I know, right? I should have applied to be the Diddy sketcher. Okay. Is that everybody? Row, uppity. That's me, my flat ass. That's 88. That's Trish. And that's James. Okay. And I will embellish those later. Okay. So that's what I had seen. So now he does his wild exercise aerobic, Richard Simmons kind of goddamn dances, and well, he looked like Jiminy Cricket. He just does way too much hopping around and jumping and twirling on him. It looked like he was in a hotel room. I thought he had his own place. When is he living in a hotel? But anyway, I guess he must have got some coins up for the hotel. Uppity was up in her little pink kitchen, her tiny pink kitchen with her tiny waist. At least she wasn't in the bathroom. I don't think she was in the bathroom. She did have a new little dreadlock head style or whatever. She was doing her thing with her four teeth in the front of her mouth. This lady was twirling and bending and flipping and everything. She was giving us what she serves us all the time. I think if y'all just want to see this lady, y'all just need to go ahead and go to her channel. Does she got a OnlyFans or something like that? Cause she be twirling and doing everything, and I'm so hating on this damn ass she got. I need that ass on my body. Okay, I ain't hating on her. I'm hating on the ass. And then we got daggone Trish, Miss Prison Guard, who ain't doing shit, still talking shit. We trying to figure out why the fuck she ain't in goddamn Belize. Okay, that's what we trying to figure out. But we gonna let her little stupid ass do this. Now, at one point, it looked like she was having a goddamn epileptic fit. She twirling and jumping and throwing down and twirling herself on the ground. Now, mind you, at one point, the screen is like this, and Trish is up in here with her head up, that little rap, and her big ass all the way over here doing whatever. We can't see what she doing, but she turning it. She is turning it. Okay, all of this, all up on here. Okay, it seemed like her and her, they all shaped like big old pumpkin bodies, but they talk the most shit. Ain't that something? Jay Dunn does. They got the same kind of body shape. All of them do. How they talk all that shit and they look like they be looking, girl. Anyway, oh, I did mow the grass. Let me show you how many miles I did mow. The front part. Oh, it changed. Daggone it. I had 6,740 steps on here. I sure did. So that's all I'm going to do for this. Do I need to put the dancing? Hold on. Let me get the link for y'all. Because I'm promoting those people over there. Let me get the link. Let me get the stanky link. I'll get it for y'all. Here it is. Hold on. Oh, I can't. You know why? The video got struck. I can't put the link, y'all. The video got struck, and so the video is not available anymore. Not right now, unless that TMO lady cuts it down or whatever. Now I don't know. I'm thinking that it got struck either because at one point Uppity was had on a bodysuit with the crotch area with the buttons, the snaps. The snaps popped up and her bodysuit popped out of her crotch. And at this one point, this lady had her whole body part shown, so you could even see, like you could see all the way through what the fuck she was saying while she was bent down on the floor. Ro did a couple of twists. He was doing the Jiminy Cricket and shit. Mother was in the dark, so I don't know. He wouldn't have caused it getting flagged. And this lady was down on the floor and she was effing the carpet. So it was all a hot mess. So the channel not the channel, but the video is taken down. You feel like you have seen it. So that's what I have for you. See how I keep abreast of still honing in my coloring and drawing and abilities and stuff. And yeah, but I'm more of a visual sketcher now. So I done found a new line of work. Isn't that something? Bubbles is laughing. So yeah, so it's down. Now I don't know if it's gonna come back up. But yeah, so it did stay up and it lasted a long time. It was a hot mess. So that's why y'all didn't see me over here colored. Because I was over there seeing what they was down there doing. And when I tell you, it's very entertaining. So that's all I got for you all. I didn't put some salt on the paper. I didn't created a background. Y'all can do whatever it is you want to do with it. Now I'm trying to figure out what you do with the salt. Now I can do see some things changing. Hold on, let me brush the salt off. Is that helping? I don't know what it does. But anyway, everybody putting salt down on their paper. But yeah, if you wet your watercolor paper before you put your watercolors on there and make it wet, it will definitely run in and create a different background. It'll do one of those, what is it, morph chart? With the charts where you look at it and see what it is you see. Is somebody to look at something like this and see, I see a white picket fence and 2 kids and a dog, you know. I forgot what what the chart thing is. Yep. So I'm gonna take my R's to bed. Thank y'all for watching my channel right now as I go home and shut it down. Y'all have a good night and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.